Welcome anyone to the Gaming Chamber Podcast, episode 94. I even looked at it literally beforehand. Episode 94, right? Yeah, at 94. One of these days I'm gonna get it correct, and I'm just gonna no, I know, right? Well, you know what? I'm officially 40 as of this past Monday, so my my
slowly slipping into senility.
Yeah. I'm your host, Everett, a.k.a. 2 Beasts to Kill You, a.k.a. the Beast with the Least. We're going to have to add something about me being old at some point with my little monikers and everything. I'm sure you'll come up with one. Devin.
Yeah.
Joining me this week, no JJ, but we do have... Really, Devin?
No, that's what you're trying to do. Oh, okay. Yeah, me. Today I'm rocking the Braves. Oh, this is the World Series champs. Probably the last time I'll ever get to buy one of these hats.
Oof.
But it's fine. At least I got to buy one on my lifetime. I mean, they've won 4 World Series.
So because you said you like hats, right? Did you say that last week? Do you
I
have
have this.
Yeah, I see
It's 3-tier. I mean, it's a 3-tier rack, but they're all they're all folded in like this, so they're like
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of hats in there. So I'm trying to rock a different hat, and it's hard to tell. But I mean, if you look on the outside, because it's World Series, they line the outside gold.
Oh,
so that's why it's like
you know what?
gold.
The Dodgers have some hats that are like that. Yeah,
I think every
team probably does that.
All the teams do, like after they win the World Series. These are like the hats like you get to wear.
Okay, so all right, hold on. Actually, that's funny because you're wearing that to signify their World Series, right? Well, hold on. So I went, a couple weeks ago to a Dodgers game, and they had a giveaway. So let me just take these off. Let's see if it shows up. Right here. I got this right here. Yeah, I don't know if it actually showed up well enough, but
yeah, I mean that's nice that they gave you that's what a kid's giveaway. That's nice. I thought you were like, you're a child size. Here you go.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's an extra large, so.
I mean, I know they do kids giveaways. I mean, like I know the Braves do. But yeah, sometimes I'll buy Braves giveaway stuff on eBay.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask. Okay, do you have a Thunder one?
Oh yeah, I mean I wore one. Here, I can just get up and show you some of them. But yeah, I have a Thunder one. I mean, I actually have multiple Thunder championship hats. Some of them are downstairs. Like I don't have them up here, but this is the one they won. They wore like on the ring ceremony night.
Yeah.
So it's like all gold and white. This one just has
the
patch. And then this one was the one they wore on the parade.
Okay.
So,
all right.
But I have one exactly like this, except it's orange. These were clearance on Fanatics, like for $9. So I bought. I know.
All right.
So I got both of those for like 2 hats for like $18, and then I have like the one that they wore like at like the action. That one's downstairs. But that's the one that like I have a few other Braves World Series ones too.
Now, if only your Vikings could just fucking do their job.
Yeah. So, but yeah. The Thunder one downstairs is the one that they wore like on the actual, like after the game was over, confetti falling down. So yeah, I have them all. Like Pokemon.
You know what? At least you have 2 teams. You have the Braves. You have the Thunder. I got my Dodgers to win championships because my Chargers and Clippers, they ain't winning shit. They ain't winning shit. Or I say this all the time. The Clippers will win the NBA Finals this season after I drop. I say this all the time. It's going to happen. Watch.
So every Clipper fan should be rooting for
my death. Every Clipper fan should be. If I die this season, or this year, next season, June of 2027, the Clippers will be raising the Larry O.B. It'll happen. I guarantee it. Just because that's my luck.
How fucked up would it be, though? How fucked up would it be if, like, you died when they're in the NBA Finals?
Oh my god. You know, but see, so you know what? That's my kind of luck. I read something on the internet. I was like, that is my kind of luck. Like, it could be raining titties, and I could look up and still catch a dick in my mouth. That's how my luck is. So yeah, you know what? Yeah.
I mean, some people would think that's good luck.
Well, not me, but some people. No offense to them. No offense to them. Not mine. That's not my luck. Oh my god. All right. We have kind of a lot to talk about. Actually, there was a few things happening that are pretty big in the gaming sphere and all that. So, and unfortunately, we started recording late, but we can run through most of the stuff. Before we get into all that, Devin, what have you been playing this past week?
Absolutely nothing.
Just that is funny. I'm almost the same this week.
Yeah, for me though, like last Sunday, like before we record the podcast, I didn't think it was anything, but like in the backyard we were playing, and Dundee, like we weren't really playing, like Dundee was just running in the backyard. Like long story short, he ended up tearing his CCL, which is his ACL. So he's having surgery. So I've just been kind of bummed about that. He's having surgery on the 22nd. So I don't know. Just been kind of bummed about that. So yeah.
Damn. That's yeah. So
if you see him, like I had like so my like chair, my couch that's here in the background, and like my chair over here, I've like put stuff on him and I've flipped him around because like he's supposed to like limit his jumping right now and just like going upstairs and walking, so I've like limited my furniture so he can't like jump up on stuff. And yeah, and then once he's like has the surgery, it's gonna be expensive, and like he has to be like in his crate. So I don't know. Just I've been like researching stuff for that and like prepping. So just been busy with that.
Yeah.
So yep. So yeah. So I've been bummed about that. But I mean, video game related, I did go see the Mario movie on Tuesday. So there was that.
So I was gonna go see it. I bought the tickets, literally. I think on last Sunday before we recorded the podcast. I had the tickets to go see it on Tuesday. Me and my brother go. We're there. You know, I just buy it. You know, I bought on, I don't remember what the app is called, Atom Tickets or some shit like that. Or whatever. I go, scan the thing, and they're like, Spanish, right? I'm like, no. What the fuck are you talking about? And they're like, oh, this is Spanish. Oh, you could go over there and go ahead and get the English show. And I was like, fuck. And we're supposed to see it. It was like a 4 o'clock showing. I was like, yeah, because I want to get, you know, not because I'm old. I just want to see it early because I don't want to be out too late still. But we go. We're waiting in line to go get the tickets. And they're like, oh no, there's a showing that's at like 4:10 for English. So you should be good. I was like, cool, whatever. We go. And they say, yeah, the next one is 7:30. And I was like, you motherfuckers. And like, I looked on the app. It does say that it was Spanish, or like it had Spanish subtitles. So it's supposed to be English with Spanish subtitles. When I said, so this is it in English then, right? It's just going to have Spanish subtitles. Like, no, it's dubbed in Spanish. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it said, like, fine. I didn't see the shit or whatever. I just assumed we're in the fucking United States of goddamn America. It's going to be, the default is fucking, you know, English. But like, if it's in Spanish.
You are in LA. So
but, okay, regardless, every time I've bought tickets before, like, I've seen it. It'll say, like, in big letters, Spanish subtitles, Spanish dub, or en español. It'll say that. So, like, it lets you know. But for some reason, that one movie, this Mario movie, it just didn't. It just, Mario movie. And then in small little, English dub, Spanish subtitles, though. And then it's not even in Spanish subtitles. Or, like, it's in Spanish dub. So, like, I'm like, that's what I get. You know, it's LA, cheap theaters. I get it. It was some fucking, I don't remember the name of the theater. I should have just went to AMC. But I ended up losing my luster to even want to watch the fucking Mario Galaxy movie now. So No review coming from me, unfortunately. That fucking, like, took the wind out of my sails so hard that I was just like, I have no desire to go to the movies. Like, especially, like, around in my area. Like, I live in East LA. Yeah. There's a heavily, obviously Hispanic fucking population. And look, I'm Hispanic, man. No, my last name is... I'm Hispanic, man. I'm a Latino.
Really?
Yeah, I'm Latino. My last name, I call myself Everett, but my name is Everardo. My last name is Morales. Like, I am a Latino.
Prove it.
Yeah. Like, I'm a Latino, man. Like, we should not be catering to fucking Spanish. I'm sorry. The way fucking, like, the LA area specifically caters so hard to Spanish speakers it pisses me off. Maybe I'm just more sore over it because I don't speak Spanish, and the way I get looks over not speaking Spanish, I get treated like garbage. And I'm like, you know what, dude? You live in the goddamn United States of America. Learn the fucking language. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
well, you know what they say, customer's always right. I mean, it all comes down to capitalism. So if it's people are going to paying for it, if it's working, then I'm just saying. Capital owners at the end of the day, if they can make more money, when you look at it just from a pure capitalistic standpoint, like, if they can release it in English or Spanish, which one's going to make more money? If Spanish makes more money, they're going to release it in Spanish.
In this area? Yeah.
Yeah. They're not going to put it in a Spanish version like fucking Bozeman, Montana or whatever. Like,
or your fucking area up there in the Oregon area.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain parts of Oregon where, like, there's a higher Hispanic population. So, like, Woodburn. So they might in there. I've never been to a Woodburn movie theater, so I don't know. So they might do it there.
I don't know. But yeah, that shit really pissed me off. Now I just don't feel like going to see the fucking Mario movie. I'll wait till I could buy it on Fandango.
Loser.
Yeah. I mean, dude, movies now get released like within a month and a half after being put in the theaters. They fucking shove that shit on the streaming services and everything almost right away nowadays. So it's not like I'm gonna have to wait that long. But whatever. But sorry, you haven't played anything. Actually, for me, I haven't really played anything either. I just been playing like Pokemon. I started playing Pokemon Violet again because I said, why not? I mean, they did like boost the frame rate and everything, so it looks better. It doesn't look.
I do. After watching the Galaxy movie, I was like, man, I do want to go and, like, I never played Galaxy 2 back on the Wii. Like, I played Galaxy 1, so watching the movie, it was like, I need to go back and, like, finish these games.
Yeah.
Especially now that I'm on the Switch, like, I need to go back and play these. So I'm sure next week I'll be like, yeah, I played some Mario Galaxy. So.
All right, let's go ahead and get into what happened this past week. We're going to start off with some sad news, though, unfortunately. I really hate this. I'm going to butcher this name for sure.
Probably.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, we have to report on the passing of, Yoshihisa Kishimoto. Sorry if I butchered that name, Kishimoto-san.
It's always funny just to hear you try to pronounce names.
Like Japanese names and like fuck.
You're like the white dude that goes to a Mexican restaurant. Can I get that quesadilla?
Yeah, can I get that quesadilla cone frijoles? Frijoles.
That's you.
So yeah, Yoshihisa Kishimoto. Unfortunately passed away he died actually last Monday on my birthday. Or at least it was reported then. I don't know, maybe he died the day before. Let me look real quick.
Or it was in Japan, maybe it was the next day. But then it was on your birthday here in America.
So he died on the 2nd of April.
Okay.
Okay, but it was reported on the 6th. Um, if you don't know who that is, he's the guy who created Double Dragon and the River City games. So, if, pretty two famous classic beat 'em up franchises. For me specifically, like the Double Dragon games, I played a shit ton of the original Double Dragon games. Specifically, the second one, I believe. I think it's the second one, where like if you play co-op at the end, you guys fight each other. It was pretty cool. I think it was that one. I could be. I could be. Yeah. I played a lot of it.
I've heard about that, but I didn't play. I didn't really play the Double Dragon games, but I mean, people loved them. I mean, yeah, like you said, they're very influential and like were huge games.
No, yeah, I mean, obviously they still make them every so often. Like I think the last one to come out was like Double Dragon Neon or something like that. That might have been on the Xbox One. I can look it up. What the hell? I did not know there was a. Apparently, there's a what do you call it? A restaurant named Double Dragon. Classic series. No, this is a classic series. Remakes and parodies. Revive series. So Double Dragon Dodgeball. What the fuck? I mean, there's Double Dragon Gaiden, Rise of the Dragons, Double Dragon Revive. Like, I guess there's been more. I don't know who made Double Dragon Neon. I know that was a game, but okay, whatever. Yeah, obviously they're just not as loved as other beat 'em ups or whatever. But yeah, like, did you ever watch the Double Dragon movie?
No, I did not. I didn't even.
Oh my god, there's a Double Dragon movie. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's
better
bad.
or worse than the first Super Mario Bros. Movie?
It's better than that because it at least because like the thing with the Double Dragon games is just two brothers basically fighting street crime. Like, I mean, you can't really change too much from that and fuck it up badly, except just make a bad movie. Like, obviously Mario's much more of a fantastical setting, whereas Double Dragon's just like, oh no, two brothers who fight street crime or whatever. I don't know.
You're talking about the live action Mario movie, though, right?
Yes, I am. I know.
Okay.
I know which one you're talking about. The fucking cyberpunky whatever fucking. I want to know the people who made that fucking movie. I want to know what the fuck went through their heads when they were like, let's just do it like this. Let's make it nothing like a Mario game, but just put a Mario paint over it. Like, yeah. No, the Double Dragon movie, it wasn't good, but it was enjoyable. One thing I always remember is like there's at one point the brothers are like hiding in like from a gang, like the villain gang or whatever. And like one of them looks through a hole. It's like, I could see you. And one of the brothers gets a fucking pipe and is like, no, you can't. And just fucking, yeah. I wonder if I should see how much that movie, if it's on the Fandango app. But yeah, I enjoyed it enough. It's, I mean, I was a kid at the time too. So when that came out. Oh yeah.
Now you're an old
Ooh, Batman. Wow. So that movie came out in 94? I did not realize it was that. Robert Patrick was in this. And he played a character named Koga Shuko, a white guy playing a clearly Asian dude.
I mean, that was really popular, like up until about the 2010s. I mean, the Chappelle Show had the fucking jokes about it. What was that one guy who would like come on there? He's like, I got a movie for you, and he says like the N word, the last.
I don't know.
Remember that one guy?
Shit, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember.
Because you had like Tom Cruise as like the last samurai and shit like that. Like,
is that? Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It's that guy.
He
was like wasn't he like like a Nostradamus type guy, right?
Yeah,
he did that too.
He did the Nostradamus thing, but then he did like the one where he was just like kind of just talking about stuff. I think he's dead. I think that guy's dead now.
I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, I mean, like that was very popular in the '90s and 2000s to have a white guy play like an Asian character.
Paul Mooney. Paul
Paul
Mooney.
Mooney, that
Paul Mooney was the guy you're
he's
talking about.
dead, right?
Yeah, he died in 2021.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm looking at. I can't buy it, unfortunately, Double Dragon. But look at it, dude. Listen. So the movie came out in 1994, right? Look at this their little description for the premise of the movie or whatever on Fandango. It's the year 2007. Fuck, in the future. And what remains of LA is now New Angels, a city ravaged by earthquakes, tidal waves, and gangs. The evil tycoon Koga Shuko, Robert Patrick, is obsessed with finding two halves of a talisman known as the Double Dragon, which will give him awesome mystical powers. Two teenage brothers, Jimmy and Billy Lee, Mark Dacascos and Scott Wolf, find themselves in possession of the amulet's missing half, thrusting them into the adventure of their lives. With the help of Maria Alyssa Milano and her vigilante group, the Power Corps, Jimmy and Billy must summon all of their courage, resourcefulness, and martial arts skills to stop the villain's malevolent plans. I wish I could buy this movie right now. Damn.
It's just not available on there.
Yeah, you can. No. I wonder how I could watch it. Maybe it's like on like Amazon or something. If I look it up.
Yeah, I was literally just going to Prime Video right now. Double.
I could watch it on Amazon Prime. It says right here.
Yeah, yeah, it's just included in Prime.
I may have to watch that tomorrow. Oh yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
So, yep. Rest in peace, Yoshi. Oh shit, I'm already forgetting his name.
Yeah, maybe streaming the movie will give his family some residuals.
Right, but yeah, rest in peace, Yoshihisa Kishimoto. All right. Let's talk about some PlayStation stuff that happened over the week. Let's start off with this first thing because man, this is not gonna work, and yet I know they're gonna try it for a bit, and just like everything else, they're gonna fucking abandon it because that's what PlayStation does. So this is I'm gonna pull up this tweet from PlayStation themselves introducing the player base. A chance for PlayStation fans to be scanned and appear in-game, starting with Gran Turismo 7. So yeah, they got this whole new thing where you could go and get yourself scanned, get yourself put in a game.
Dude, remember you fucking tried that with NBA 2K and it like would never work, and then like once we finally got it to work, it just looked like dog shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's always like. How many times have we had that where it's like, oh, scan yourself to be in the game? Like, I remember, I don't know if anything.
2K is like, I feel like the only one. I don't know if they still do it, but like, I feel like
if they do it, it's in the app because they were, at least as far as I know, they were. I mean, you could maybe on the Xbox you were able to use like the camera, but I know it was all through the app or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's all through the app, but still, yeah, it's like, fuck, like, I don't know, like. I don't really care that much. Like, if I could see myself driving, like, it's gonna look like dog shit compared to like the polygons that they could create off of. Like, it's not gonna look as good as like putting like, I don't know, like they're not coming to my house and putting the dots all over my face. You know, like the white dots.
So, from what I'm looking at, I'm on their blog website because you could already. It says starting today, fans can apply for an opportunity. Whatever, and they're showing like a video. It looks like basically you'd have to go to them and they're gonna do the whole thing, like put the and like.
So how much is that gonna cost then?
I don't know, like that just. I mean, unless
what, like 10 people get to enjoy this, like the upper elites, like gaming's already expensive. Like, how much is it gonna cost to do this? Or like. You have to pay to fly yourself out. Like, oh, it's free, but you just have to get here. We're not going to pay for you to get here, and it's free. It's like, okay, like, you either have to be living close enough or have enough disposable income after how expensive gaming is to then go put yourself in the game. Like,
you know what? You know what's going to be funny? Because the thing is, like, everything I'm seeing on this video right now, like, it's clearly meant to, like, oh, because maybe your character talks or something, whatever it is. So that way it just looks more realistic. But, like, I don't give a shit about that. Give me the Rainbow Six Vegas 2 I don't know if it was in Vegas 1. I don't remember if it was. But the Vegas 2 shit where it's just like, here's your face and put it on. Like, if I loved it in Vegas 2 because you had to wear a helmet. If you didn't wear a helmet, you were like, nah, I'm gonna have my character go helmetless. You're just a black fucking like head with just a face. Like, that's all it was. So it's like, ooh, I better put a helmet on. Like, just give me that. Like, your character, I think, actually did still like move its lips when you would like talk because they had the like, oh, enemy over there. And it was just, but like,
it's like yeah, and then it's cheap. Like, how many first-party Sony games are going to incorporate this?
Well,
like,
right now it's Gran Turismo 7, which, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how many? Like, in the future? Like, because like you said, like, Sony's going to stop developing or like supporting this. It's like, you know, we're in that situation where it's like, oh yeah, well, there's like 10 fucking games. Like, okay, cool. Like, I don't know. It's not like you'll be able to like import your character into like next Mortal Kombat. Like, I don't know. Maybe you want to see your guy get, I don't know, fucking fatality by Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
But that would never happen. But like, I don't know. So it's just like, seems like a silly thing.
Does not seem like a silly thing. It is a silly thing because again, like the thing is, like you said it already. Like how many people are like I've been reading through the blog. It's like, oh, we're gonna choose one person for right now. But, like, it's supposed to be, like, clearly something for the players that, like, they want to, like, more people are going to want to get in. Maybe they're going to want to get more people in and all this stuff. But, like, this is not something that's just, like, oh, yeah, just give us a picture of yourself and we could somehow incorporate it or take a, you know, here's an app and then scan yourself. Or it's, like, a thing to come over here. This just seems like it's just a contest in the end for like to call it the player base has that insinuation that like this is going to be something that they're going to try and just like if you have a PlayStation, put yourself in the fucking game. But that's not what it is. Like that's or not what it's going to be like by the end. And again, like after a while they're just going to be like, yeah, this is a very expensive thing. We cannot have everyone do it. And you know what? We're just actually not doing it anymore. Like come on. Yeah. Like it's just no. Like it's just not feasible to do that shit. Yeah. Like, but yeah, I think it's it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I would like something maybe, you know, something similar that's, maybe going to look cheaper where it's like, oh, you know, if you use like, yeah, for Gran Turismo 7, it's like, okay, we you want to be in the game? We'll put you in the game. It's going to look cheap, but if you have like the PlayStation Eye camera, scan your face, use the if you update your app, you could take pictures of yourself, blah blah blah, blah, and then okay, you could put it up in the game. It won't look great, but hey, now you're in Gran Turismo 7. Hey, now you're in fucking whatever else. I don't know, Marathon. Fucking what does PlayStation have that even could be using that too much? You know, but yeah,
they could say Destiny. Like I don't know.
But yeah.
I know they don't own it, but it's like
no, it's a cool idea, but like if they're gonna do something like that, maybe just do something where it's like, look, it's not gonna look the best, but hey, you're in the game now. Like, you know, for games that use that kind of stuff or whatever. But I don't know. So it looks like Sony may be like overhauling their like dashboard and PlayStation Network and everything right now. So, players have been reporting that they've been getting a little bit of a different UI for their dashboard and all that stuff with a recent update. It doesn't look that much different. It just looked like they've added more like, oh, here's like to separate like what's, what's what in the, the store and the games and all that stuff. It really doesn't look that much different. But, I mean, maybe this is because the other thing are just rumors with the PlayStation Network overhaul. And so yeah, this was because it's a recent job listing. So, I mean, still take it with a grain of salt. Maybe it doesn't mean exactly what people think it means, but the rumors from this job listing are that like Sony's planning to have cross-platform chat support, voice chat across platforms, or just overhauling all this stuff. improved communication tools, multi-platform support for mobile and PC, and a redesigned server-side infrastructure to PSN services. I mean, like I think we talked about it last week, right, or maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. Like that, maybe we didn't even talk about it. Maybe we forgot about it or something. But like, there's been more rumors that like they're going to actually continue keep like releasing on PC. And then we did talk about for sure that like there was a rumor of them designing their own storefront. So I mean, like if this is a whole overhaul because they're planning on bringing in more PC stuff, like this makes complete sense. So I mean, that's what I'm thinking it is that like, yeah, we're gonna keep on with all the PC stuff, no matter like, you know, even though obviously there was the big reports of like, no, it looks like they're backing off. Like, you just don't back off from that.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to like. I think it is, but it seems like their moves are geared up. They're geared towards like them making their own like PC store. So I think the initial rumor got like not ruined, but like, you know, like the game of telephone, like, oh, like Sony's pulling out of PC, they're pulling out of PC, but it really said they're pulling out of Steam because they're making their own platform.
Yeah.
So I think that's just so that way they can get all their funds. Because I bet you Sony's looking at it like our shit's gonna sell. Like, why are we paying Steam a commission when we can have our own shit? Like, people are gonna like want our exclusives. So if they're gonna buy a PC, we want to get full cut of that. So
yeah. I mean, yeah, it makes sense for them to just be like, look, PlayStation are arrogant enough, I think, that they will just be like, look, no, we're sticking with PC. We're going to do our own storefront. We're overhauling everything. But eventually they're going to learn. Like, they're going to learn that, like, yeah, this doesn't work. People don't want to buy from our storefront because you have to have a PlayStation. Yeah. You're going to have a PlayStation account. And we've already seen when they try to implement that as like, oh no, you have to have a PlayStation account, it backfired. So
I've never understood why people get so fucking hung up on like when I worked at GameStop, some guy bought an Xbox and he was so pissed he had to make a I don't know if at that time it was still a Hotmail account or, you know, they moved to Outlook, but he was like, I can't make an email. Like, I can't just make a Microsoft account. And I'm like, dude, it's a fucking email. Like, it takes like 5 minutes to make an email, and you just never have to check it unless you, like, reset your password. He's like, no, I just can't do that. Like, I'm just like, it's just an account. You have to make an account for everything. Like,
yeah.
Like pretty much almost even to go to the grocery store to shop. Like, you have to make an account. Like, whether you go to Safeway or, you know, wherever, like, you're gonna pay extra money if you don't, like, just you. It's just kind of like the world we fucking live in now. You have to make an account to do everything. So I was just like, I just didn't know why you drew a hard line there. So, but like, yeah, like I don't know why, if people are gonna be mad, but I've never understood that complaint. I'm like, just make the fucking account. Like, you're gonna get an email. Like, who gives a shit? Like, I don't know. I get so many spam emails or emails every day that I'm just like on my phone. I'm just like deleting them. Like, yeah, is it annoying? But like,
yeah.
What's the alternative? Not playing the games you want. I guess you won.
Yeah. Like, I guess you won then in the end.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah.
All right, let's talk about one more Sony thing. So, this one I love, and I hope it ends up being a true thing. Now, this is just a rumor, obviously. But Sony is rumored to be making a cheaper model of the PlayStation 6. Leaker MLID, which he is a more, you know, verified leaker. He doesn't seem to put out fake shit. He says it'll be the PlayStation 6S, and it's rumored to cost between $350 and $550, which we talked about pricing for consoles recently. If this is true, that they're making a cheaper version that would probably be maybe not as powerful. That's why it's cheaper, and it's the PS6S, and it's, I mean, 350 to 550 is a pretty big gap. So even if it hits that middle ground where it's 450, which is basically what like the Series S costs right now, doesn't it? Like 450 or something. I don't remember. I think it does.
Yeah, I'm sure the range is probably just due to not knowing what the chip
Yeah,
and RAM
but
situation's gonna be.
I mean, if this is true, this turns out to be true, and like, let's say it ends up just costing $500. What does that say for the price of an actual like PlayStation 6? That is probably going to be in the 650 range to 700 range, or maybe more. And as we've talked about recently, this fucking hobby of ours is not. It is now. You gotta have money to be able to enjoy this hobby. So, yeah. But the reason I love this rumor is that if it turns out to be true and they make a cheaper model that probably isn't as powerful,
We have all the Sony fanboys who shit on Xbox for
the
having
Series
Series
S,
S.
they're gonna be praising PlayStation for doing this. Like, it's a smart business move, so they still get people buying your PlayStation. Like, you guys were talking shit about the Series S, saying it's holding the generation back and this and that. It's gonna happen. Mark my words. We're what? This is April 12th, 2006. 2026. What the fuck? 2006. Jesus Christ. I wish it were 2006. I'd be 20 years old.
Yo,
2026.
you old bitch.
I know. This is April 12th, 2026. Mark my
I'd be in high
words.
school.
Yeah. I'd be, oh man. Man, when I was 20 years old, it was awesome.
I was masturbating all day.
No. I had a girlfriend, so I had a lot of sex. But
And then I was masturbating all day.
and then I would masturbate all day. But at the time, man, I was doing music. I was traveling some of the country playing music. It was awesome time for me at 20 years old.
I thought you were gonna say doing meth.
I was doing meth
I was
too.
doing meth.
I was doing meth too. But yeah. So what do you think? You think PlayStation might do that though? You think they'd be like wild enough to be like, fuck it, let's make a cheaper model of the PlayStation 6?
I mean, they could. I don't know why they would. I feel like. I guess I know why they would, because they can probably get away with using like older RAM and not like current shit. So I get why they would, I guess, in this climate, but I don't know. I guess we'll just wait and see.
Let's wait and see, but
I don't think they're gonna even announce anything till what, next year?
I mean, it was rumored to like that they're gonna be releasing the console in 2028. Actually, like they wouldn't even be releasing it till then.
Probably
so.
announce something next year.
Yeah.
For a 2028 release. So I guess just something to monitor and keep tabs on.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. This isn't really that much of a news story, but it's something I wanted to bring up because this is literally one of my favorite developers. Talking about a game that has just been, you can only play it if you have a 360. So there's Ska Studios. They make like the Sultan Sanctuary, Sultan Sacrifice games. You know, those Souls-likes that are side scrollers. But once upon a time, they made side-scrolling hack and slash games called The Dishwasher. So we have two of them: Dishwasher, Dead Samurai, and Vampire Smile. I want to say Vampire Smile is actually able to be played on the Series X through backwards compatibility, but I could be wrong. I don't have my Series X on to check right now. I can look through my app, but and They also made another game called Charlie Murder, but I don't think that's available either. Which is kind of sad when you think about it. Yeah, it doesn't look like Vampire Smiles available through backwards compatibility. Which, come on, Xbox. Let's bring all the Ska Studio games over. I mean, there's rumors of them starting the backwards compatibility program back up later this year for the 25th anniversary. So, hey, can we get all the Ska Studio games?
Maybe.
Yeah. So they announced on my birthday, which is awesome. Happy birthday, me. They're bringing Dead Samurai, at least, to Steam. They didn't announce a date, but they said it'd probably be $10, which, if you have not played the dishwasher games, if they are $10, or at least Dead Samurai, and it comes to Steam, or when it comes to Steam, and it's $10, that is going to be some of the best $10 you've spent on a game. The dishwasher games are just so good.
Would you rather spend $10 on the dishwasher game or the new Big Arch?
What the hell's the Big Arch?
Oh, you don't know the fucking... you never watched that reel that I sent you? The Big Arch is McDonald's new burger, man. Man, I thought you were always on the internet.
I must have missed that, actually.
Remember the CEO? Like, here, I got like, I don't know. I'm going to use this as an example. This is just like a bowl holder when you microwave something and it gets really hot. It all does. But like the McDonald's CEO like took out like this little baby nibble of the burger and he's like, so good. But then like, because then people were like, dude, you took like the tiniest fucking bite. Do you even like your burger? So then like Wendy's and all these other companies were like, big bites of their burgers. But then there was like one reel of this one guy. He's like, time to do a bit while eating the Big Arch. I'm gonna have a Big Arch. And he was like in McDonald's and like got on all fours and took his shirt off and like arched his back, and like ate the Big Arch burger.
What the fuck?
But yeah, I haven't had one yet. But there's the Big Arch.
Well, I'd rather spend it on the dishwasher, because
trust me, the Big Arch sauce though.
Like no, well, I guess whatever. No, that game comes to Steam, I'm getting it for sure, because I don't have an Xbox 360, unfortunately. I would like to get another one, just because there's so many games that are just. I love what Microsoft has been doing with the backwards compatibility stuff, but there are still some games that just, if I want to play it, I can't play it unless I have, like, I don't know. Actually, it is available if you have it as a physical disc, right? The Batman Arkham Origins.
Yeah, I think so.
So there, I mean, obviously some games ended up eventually, like Max Payne 3 or whatever, but like, I can't play, like any of the Ska Studio games.
Get wrecked.
There's some. I can't remember them right now, but I was thinking about it the other day. Like, there's some games that you just cannot play unless you have a PS3 or Xbox 360. And I do have a PlayStation 3 because that's, like, if I want to play the original God of War games. There you go.
Not a 360? Wow. Fucked up.
Because the thing is, that's how good that the...
You need how much is a Gears 3 360 on eBay? Let's look.
I mean, if it's less than a couple hundred, I'd probably be willing to spring for one, but because I think I could still use my Afterpay app on eBay and pay it off in 4 payments. I'd be willing to do that, but that's something else. No, I just don't have a 360 because a lot of the games that I have wanted to play, aside from a few here and there, like, I pretty much could just play.
Yeah, I mean, working. I don't know, one sold on April 11th for $190 plus 15 shipping. So
yeah, maybe I'll look into it.
Controller, so you can get it cheaper if it doesn't come with the controller.
Maybe I'll look into it so I could have an Xbox 360. But yeah, Um, we'll go ahead and move to the next thing. We're gonna be getting a Metal Gear Solid movie. It looks like now. Uh, Fucking Konami has come out and said, yeah, we're getting a Metal Gear Solid movie, and it's gonna be from the guys who did Final Destination Bloodlines, Zach Lipovsky and Adam B. Stein. I never heard of those guys. I mean, I knew that obviously the Final Destination Bloodlines movie, but I've never heard of those guys before. So, yeah. But apparently that movie was good. So I mean,
sure.
Like, I haven't seen it yet. I love the Final Destination movies, but I've just have not seen that one yet.
The first one, like, that's got like all the iconic things, like the log train with the
that's
log.
The second one.
The truck with the log.
That's the second one.
Oh, that's the second one? Okay, so I've seen two of them then.
The first one is the plane.
Okay, yeah, so I've seen the first one with the plane and then the second one. But yeah. I guess because there's so many of them. I mean, I watched them, back when Blockbuster was a thing, that's when, like, we watched them. So, like, that's how long ago it's been. And I've seen them once each then. So I've seen two of them. But, you know.
No, yeah,
But, yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, like, whoop-de-doo Basil, we're getting a Metal Gear. Like, I don't think it's going to translate over to fucking film.
So, like, notice too, like, I'm talking about, like, you know, this whole announcement, and if you notice it in my voice, yeah, I'm just not excited for a Metal Gear Solid movie. The games are movies themselves as it is. Like
what? Like, when you get to fucking 4 and, like, let's say you do make a successful movie and you get to 4, there's fucking cutscenes in there that are a movie. Like, legit, like a movie length. So what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to adapt that? Like,
we just, no.
It just doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know.
Try to see if anything, like, yeah. I don't see anything, like, maybe what they would probably adapt. I'm like, maybe if they adapted the third movie, I'd be more excited, but I don't see anything about, so.
I feel like the first few games will be easy because, like, but, like, I don't know, once you get to 4, like, there's, like, 4 and 5, like, they're so heavy on cutscenes. Like you said, it's already a movie. Like, if you just stitched all the cutscenes together, like, for the games 4 and 5, like, you could just watch that as a movie. Like, I mean, like, obviously there would be, like, plot stuff that you'd be missing, but, like, I don't know. I feel like Metal Gear needs to be if you were going to do it, I feel like it needs to be a TV show, not a movie.
Yeah, you're probably right. It would need to be.
Just because, like, if you get 8 episodes, you're starting to cut down stuff, but you could get 8 one-hour episodes for a season, and then that would be able to, like, you know.
No, yeah, you're right.
Instead of 2 hours, like you're saying, like, high-end, like, or even if you have a really long movie, like, you know, like an Oppenheimer, or I don't know, anything like that. Yeah. Christopher Nolan movie, it's like 2.5 hours. Yeah, so you're having to cut in a lot of stuff. So I think it would be better as, like, a high-end TV show. Like, if it had a budget of, like, Game of Thrones, give me 8 episodes, they're an hour length, then I think it could work better.
No, you're right. Yeah, it would work better as a, just because of the length and all, especially, like, we talked about it last week. There was remember, Metal Gear Solid has, like, an hour-long cutscene. Like, you can't. Yeah.
And I'm sure, like, obviously you don't need to include the whole hour. Wouldn't need to be a whole movie, but obviously somewhere in there, there's at least 10 minutes of important stuff, most likely, that needs to be included. So yeah, I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe it comes out and maybe it's great, but
maybe, but you're not holding your breath.
Yeah, you're not gonna catch like I'll watch it when it comes somewhere to streaming that I already pay for, but I'm not gonna pay for it to rent it or buy it when it's on digital. Like I'll wait for it to come out on HBO Max, Netflix,
Yeah.
Prime, or whatever.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Twisted Metal season 2?
No, I haven't even watched season one.
You need to jump on that. It's on Peacock.
I know, I know. I have
It is a
Peacock.
very good show, and the second season was. They actually had the tournament stuff, or not the Twisted Metal, like
Yeah,
shit going on instead of just like
I
you
know.
know
I just used Peacock. We watched Space Jam yesterday. Introduced my kid to Space Jam.
the
The
original one,
original.
right? Okay, thank God.
Yes, the original. Michael Jordan. I believe I can fly. First movie in a while that she like sat through and like enjoyed. Like, I mean, like it's hard to usually get her to like sit through a whole movie. So, I mean, Mario movie in the movie theater she sat
Yeah,
through,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like we watched Swan Princess tonight or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Um, it's like a B movie. Like it was an anime movie that came out in '94. It's like Timu Disney, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
halfway through the movie she's just like
No,
running around the
I
house.
remember the Swan Princess.
Okay. Yeah. So Space Jam was a hit.
Hello,
So
40 years old. Come on.
I know. But
Do
yeah.
you remember We're Back, a Dinosaur Story?
No.
Exactly. Exactly.
My mom though recently I got shit. My mom brought me she always brings me like boxes of shit. Um of stuff in the house that's like mine. Like this hit me in the nostalgia. But I got all these back when I was a kid. Look at all these Land Before Times. Look at these bad boys. And
Oh
like
man.
clamshells, baby.
Yeah.
Look at these.
Did, I don't know if she was in the. So one of the characters, Ducky, the
Yeah.
voice actress. Did you ever hear about what happened to the voice actress?
No.
So she also voiced a character in that All Dogs Go to Heaven, like the main
Yeah.
human character. I don't know if she voiced Ducky in the second movie, but I know she was Ducky in the first movie. Um, Dude, she like got murdered by her father.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a fucking. So
Well,
she
I wish
she.
I could, and I can't even tell you because like I have Land Before Time 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, but I don't have 1, so I don't know what happened to 1.
Let me.
And I was an asshole, man. I didn't even rewind on this one. I wasn't even kind to myself. I didn't even rewind on this one.
So she. She was only in the first Land Before Time, and then she did. Oh, and that was even released after her death.
Damn.
And then she did like do the All Dogs Go to Heaven, dude. The thing about that, like, if you look at that, so they had to like re-record a line. The guy who what was his name, Burt Reynolds, I think, did the voice of the main dog. Yeah, it's Burt Reynolds. He had to like re-record a line, um, and like he's like in the scene. I think he's supposed to be crying, but like he's actually crying because he's saying something to the character, and like the little girl by this point had already passed, like had already been murdered. So like, you know, I'm like, damn, dude, that's kind of that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's a fucked up Hollywood true fact to know. I mean,
Yeah,
just to know off the top of your head. Now I know that.
yeah. Back to Twisted Metal season 3. So we got some like cast stuff and well production stuff. They basically are. They have a new showrunner now. All new like writers for season 3 because it's got renewed, and they're getting rid of some of the actors like Mike Mitchell, who played a character named Stu in the first 2 seasons. He's not going to be in the next season, which for me, I'm like, really, you're not going to bring him back? Because spoiler alert for season 2, he's part of a big setup for the next season. So like,
Yeah, I mean, maybe he just wanted more money, and they were just like, nah.
but the thing is, I'm like, there's a new showrunner. They're getting all new people to do like production and all that. That's not good.
I know. Look what happened to Dexter after season 4. Like, seasons weren't as solid. So, like when Clyde Phillips left, so it's just like.
Well, I mean, like the thing is, yeah, he did leave, but he came back for New Blood, right?
Yeah, I
And
know he came
people
back.
don't like that.
I'm not saying every season of Dexter was.
I mean, I like
Done.
New Blood, and
I know.
I actually very much love the ending of New Blood, and kind of wish that's where the show just straight up ended. But
now we're getting another season of Resurrection.
Yeah,
do you see Uma Thurman's coming back again for this? They announced unrelated, but she's coming back. Like Uma Thurman's going to be in the next season of Resurrection, like season 2 of Resurrection.
That makes sense. That they'd probably bring her back. Yeah.
I guess, but I mean, like the way it was kind of like left, it was like, hey, leave me the fuck alone. But I don't know. Yeah.
I mean,
maybe the police investigate her or something. I don't know.
I mean, like, dude, they announced who's gonna be like the New York Ripper, like who he was a big, what do you call it?
Yeah.
Which.
Well, because he was like referenced in there, because there was like, oh, I think it was like, I don't know, like a tire. Like they were like, oh, it's like a crowbar. Like Dexter was like, that was the weapon being used. So I think obviously that one cop that's still trying to catch the New York Ripper
is gonna be there too, and
is gonna be there, and like Dexter and the way I mean, I guess I see the plot is Dexter and the cop are both going after the New York Ripper. Like Dexter wants to take him out. And the cop wants to also arrest him. I don't know. That's just my guess.
We'll see what happens. But that's for our eventual Dexter cast to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd actually love to do something like that, but that's a whole other thing.
Also, unrelated, but I did think of this. The beast with the least who can eat a whole feast.
Oh my god. No. Just no. All right, moving to the next thing. So Karl Urban, if you watch The Boys, he's Billy, I think. Billy Butcher. Fuck. Yeah. I know something Butcher. I
mean, you could just say the word that rhymes with bunt in his accent. People would know who you're talking about.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, he's he played Judge Dredd in that Dredd movie from some years back. He was in the Star Trek movie playing McCoy. He's gonna be in the new Mortal Kombat movie coming out as Johnny Cage. He was doing an interview and all that stuff. I guess or maybe not doing an interview, but he recently said that he would love to play John Marston in a potential Red Dead Redemption movie. Obviously, this isn't like some, they're making a Red Dead Redemption movie, but like I wanted to talk about this because like obviously, first of all, I think a Red Dead Redemption movie would be pretty good, probably a bit better as a show, but I still think it could work as a movie, even though there's kind of a lot to that story or whatever. But like, actually, I would kind of like to see him as John Marston in a Red Dead Redemption movie.
Goggins. Would you want Goggins instead?
Walton Goggins as John Marston?
Yeah. I mean, you have to put a wig on him.
You know what? Honestly, if Walton Goggins was to be cast, I'd actually prefer him to be cast as oh my god, their leader. The leader of the gang.
Okay.
The main, because Walton Goggins is that good of an actor. Like he's good. Right. Like, and like for him to play not Bill Williamson. That's like the minor bad guy that leads to the
Dutch,
right? Yeah. Like, if he played him, I think he could knock it out of the park. Like he's so good. I'd much prefer, because the thing is, the reason I'd much prefer him as like the villain is that Dutch actually has like not that he does, like, it's not that John Marston doesn't have a personality, but he's very like stoic and just like, yeah, I'm here to stop Bill Williamson. I'm here to stop Javier Escuela. I'm here to stop Dutch. I just want my family back. That's it. Like, he doesn't have like, so Karl Urban would be great as that, just like doing it. But Dutch is supposed to be like charismatic, and that's how they said that. Yeah, he's a cult of personality. That's how he got people, into his gang and everything. Walton Goggins is very charismatic. So
yeah, that's the only other mind that like that's the only other person that kind of came to me. I mean,
no, Walton Goggins. That's a good like he would be a good casting choice for a Red Dead Redemption movie. But again, I think he would be so much better utilized because of how charismatic he is. He'd be so much like because like again, I love the John Marston character, but yeah, he doesn't have any charisma. He's very just
Riz.
Yeah, he has no riz, he has no riz. Yeah, he's just very. So I think Karl Urban playing that would probably be a better choice.
Yeah.
But I want to see it. I want to see it. Let me see. I'm trying to think. What do we want to talk about? You know what? Let's go ahead and talk about this whole New York thing. So the New York Attorney General is seeking full restitution for every resident who has ever, quote unquote, gambled on a loot box, regardless of age, plus a penalty worth 3 times Valve's related profits on loot boxes from Counter-Strike. So it says right here, officials argue the game's paid case openings amount to gambling as players spend real money for randomized skins with resale value. So obviously now we got that happening with New York saying, I mean, we've had, when it comes to loot boxes, like we had the government stuff step in to like, hey, put this as like it's gambling, right? For like for the rating system and everything. Now they just want money. I'm like, really? We're gonna do that now? Which I saw someone's like reply or someone's like quote tweet to this. Like, this should show you that it was never about like protecting the kids or whatever it is. It's just about money. It's always been about money.
I don't know. You could go into like, it just reminds me like in Better Call Saul, like there was like a point where he goes to like an old folks home and like, finds out they're like ripping people off.
Oh yeah. Was that like in the first season or second season?
First or second season, but it's like, it's not like, he said, like he says he did it for like the people or whatever, but it's like about the money because then he's a lawyer, he can come out the lawsuit. It's like these lawyers are just finding a way to come up with another lawsuit, whatever it is, like they were able to carry a lawsuit the first time. Like these people weren't going to care about the kids if there wasn't money to be had. Like the lawyers weren't going to be making some money off of this shit in the first place. So yeah, it wasn't like this virtuous thing. It's like, oh, we as lawyers can make money off this. All right, let's do it, and then we can just say like, yeah, it's for them kids.
Yeah, no, I mean,
like what was the Cartman, like where he's like Bill Belichick?
Oh kids. My God, I love, like in that it was like a season opening, right? Like,
yeah,
I love that whole like just what would your hero say or some shit like that, and he's just like, yeah, that's right. And he pretends to be Bill Belichick or something. No, was it Bill? No, it wasn't Bill Belichick. It was Tom Brady, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it was Bill Belichick.
No, it was Tom Brady. And the only reason I remember that is because he talks about, what's her name? Giselle, whatever her fucking name is. He talks about like, I don't care. I'm Tom Brady. I can do whatever I want. Then I could do this and this and that. Then I'm going to go home and bang my hot wife, who's actually not that hot and actually kind of looks like a dude. Because I remember so many people like, damn, Tom Brady's winning in life. He's always winning. He has a beautiful, I'm like, he has a beautiful woman? What the fuck are we talking about, dude? She looks like a guy. I loved when they said that shit. And I was saying that for years. So when they said that shit in South Park, I was like, thank you. Fucking thank you. Actually kind of looks like a dude. I was like, I'm not crazy here. Like, what do people see? I mean, I'm crazy, but like, I'm like, what do people see? It's the same thing. Like, I don't know, man. I see so many people like Taylor Swift, man. She's so gorgeous. I'm like, dude, she looks like a little boy. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, now we're getting into Catholic priest territory. All right. Whoops! I just pissed off the Catholics. Sorry, God.
Okay. I'm Catholic, so I give the free pass.
Oh, okay. That's all good. But yeah, like, I don't know.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm very not Catholic though, because I didn't even like. I'm baptized Catholic, but I never had like my first communion, so I can't even like go up and get the
dude.
stuff.
Dude, don't even worry about it. I grew up Christian. I don't claim that shit, and I listen to some satanic ass shit. I use the Lord's name in vain. I'm going to hell. All right. I may be a man of faith still, but I am going to hell because I am doing some shit I should not be doing. But oh well. All right. So yeah, there's New York doing that, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna end up. I think it's just gonna end up getting like thrown out. I just don't think they have much of a case to be like, yeah, we want money back for this because it's gambling. But I don't know. I could be wrong, and New York's able to fucking pull it out. But if they're able to pull that shit out, that's gonna be bad across the board for video game companies. They'll probably just start taking loot boxes out. Actually,
good.
Fuck. All right. I guess I think he was having an interview with Polygon. Let me check. Yeah. So, in an interview with Polygon, Sam Witwer, the guy who's, I guess he's voicing Darth Maul now, right? He's done a lot of Star Wars stuff. He was in the first season, right, of Dexter.
I think so.
The guy who pretended to be the ice truck killer. He had like He had like all the stuffed animals and shit.
I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah. So maybe most of the people who would listen to this would know him as a Starkiller from the Force Unleashed games. Yeah, in an interview he talked about that he would love to come back as Starkiller, and I'm like, maybe he has enough clout to try and like, hey, let's get another Force Unleashed game. You know, a third one, or maybe a whole reboot of the series, or hey, maybe instead of him voicing Darth Maul, we get him to play Starkiller in a live action shit or an animated thing, whatever, right? Right? I mean, they use his likeness for the fucking games, so.
I know. I just think because the Force Unleashed stuff isn't canon, so
not
it's
anymore.
Just like, yeah, and
which I'm like, hey, let's bring it back.
I know. Like, you could just do a reboot. It wouldn't. You don't have to do like Force Unleashed 3. You could just do like, I guess, make a new Star Wars Force Unleashed that is actually canon. Like, make a storyline that you want with this character, and now make it canon. Like, so you could do that. Just how like superhero movies do. Like there's other characters that aren't canon that movies have been made, but like, you know, like that's not canon to the DC universe. So like we've made.
I wonder if they were to do something though, like to make him canon in the timeline or their universe or whatever, the lore, would they change his name? Because like his name is Starkiller, but like in the new movies they had Starkiller Base. So I'm wondering if they.
Yeah, you could just like, I don't know. Yeah, I feel bad though because it sucks because like, I mean, I remember back in the day, but then like,
well,
I heard about it recently again. Like Star Wars: The Force Unleashed 2 was rushed. I think it only had like an 18-month turnaround time or something like that, so that's why it was so short and like wasn't that great. Like the whole pulling down the Star Destroyer was like pretty fucking lame because like they were just under like this insane time crunch.
Yeah.
To get the game out, and it just kind of sucks because the first one had like a lot of promise and it was fun. And the second one was still fun. It was
But it
just
was
short
just yeah.
and it was like I don't know the cool stuff that they kind of like again like the advertised like pulling down the whole spaceship was like pretty anticlimactic. You're like, oh, I just had to hold down on my thumbsticks and then
I
so
mean, it's fine, but yeah. So I looked up his name. 'Cause I'm like, his name isn't just Starkiller. That's like his where his name is Galen Merrick. So maybe like if they were like just call him Merrick, I guess. Because I don't think they'd want to maybe even use the Galen name because I want to say that's the name of Mads Mikkelsen's character in the Rogue One.
I haven't seen Rogue One in a long time, so I'm not sure.
I think his name is like Galen Urso. Let me look it up. So I'm like, would they want to use the Galen name? Yeah, he's Galen Urso. So Starkiller's name being Galen Merrick. Are they gonna want to use the Galen name again? Maybe. I don't know. Uh, Maybe they could just call him Merrick. Like that's just his name.
How about America?
America, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Bring Force Unleashed shit back. Bring his character back. Sam Witwer deserves it.
It'd be cool. Yeah, like whether it's a remaster, reboot, like I don't know. Good Star Wars stuff is fun.
Yes. Good Star Wars stuff is fun. All right. We got a few more things. Let's talk about some Xbox real quick. Or not real quick, but some Xbox stuff. So we'll talk about this first thing, I guess, when it comes to Game Pass. So this is a rumor, but is now rumored that Xbox may consider just removing Call of Duty from day one on the Game Pass starting this year. So it doesn't look like they're gonna take it off completely, but later on it'll be there. So
whatever will I do?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's kind of fucked up if it's true, but I get it. You're gonna get a lot more people to buy it.
well, I think I saw somewhere too that it was like so they could make the Game Pass cheaper again, like lower the price back down.
Yeah.
Um, but for
So
me,
I'm
I'm
fine with
just,
that.
I mean, I'm fine with it too, but I'm just like, if you remove it from Game Pass, I mean, I obviously it'll still sell a lot, and you make a lot of money, but like at that point, you're 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 kind of you're kind of handicapping your Game Pass stuff. Like unless you really believe, like okay, like we could just separate Call of Duty, and it's its own because it's its own juggernaut, it's its own thing, and Game Pass is still going to be its own, whatever it is. I just think that like to get it out of Game Pass means you don't believe in Game Pass anymore, and that will show to people that you don't believe in Game Pass. So, is that something you really want to do? I mean, maybe Microsoft is or Xbox is like, you know what? Fuck it. People will still want to have Game Pass, and they're not going to look at this as like an indictment on Game Pass being some kind of failure or whatever. But
I think the people who honestly have Game Pass, like, are more like, I don't know what the best term is, like well-rounded gamers where they want to play all the games, not just like the Call of Duty, Madden, first-person shooter, sports ball people. So I think if you're gonna give like, I don't know, I feel like, the true gamers of like are more Game Pass people because you get to play and experience more things. So it's like I think it's better if you're going to be able to make it cheaper for like the true gamers who play more than just sports ball and Call of Duty every year.
But the thing is, like, I think getting rid of Call of Duty is not the way to like try and fix things or try to be like, well, it's Call of Duty and it's only for certain people. I think they should keep Call of Duty there in Game Pass. What I think they need to do is do like what's been rumored before and like make it where like if you're going to get Game Pass, it is strictly for the games. And get rid of the like requirement to have Game Pass to be able to play online. Because like obviously if someone wants to buy Call of Duty, they're going to still get Call of Duty. But you want to have them want to get Game Pass. Like, and if you want to make Game Pass even more attractive, you're like, well, you don't need this. Playing online is free. So, do you want to get your games still? And then when you're subscribed to Game Pass, you just add in extra, like, whatever incentives to make it more attractive. But you want to get rid of, like, the online stuff. So that way, like, then it's like, if somebody is, like what you're saying, like, with just Call of Duty, it's like, okay, well, they're just going to buy Call of Duty. Then you don't have to worry about anything. People who just buy Call of Duty, yeah, they will still buy Call of Duty. But the people who are like, I'm gonna just buy Game Pass. I don't need it for online, but I'm gonna buy Game Pass anyway. Because they want the games. But I don't know.
Yeah. I know. So again, another thing, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, we are gonna have to wait and wait. We'll have to wait and see. All right, one more Xbox thing, and then we're going to talk about some Disney and then Nintendo. So, Xbox is they're having a huge update to their achievements, not their system, but like to what the look of achievements and everything. I'm not going to go to their actual blog for this. There's somebody who has like a list. So, with the update to achievements, there's going to be a refreshed achievement pop-ups, rare achievement animations, theme color matching. You'll be able to hide games from your history, which they already did that, so I don't know what that means.
Well, I think you can only hide games that you have no achievements for. So I think that means you can update like how I played Barbie. Like I played Barbie now with my kids.
You'll be able to just. I've never played Barbie. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't care. Eventually I'll fucking I'll highlight that game when I get all the achievements. I'll highlight it on my show. I'll be like, yeah, dude, I played fucking Barbie.
That's another thing. You'll be able to highlight 100% completed games. New filters for easier sorting, and they're gonna have a dedicated team focused on fan feedback. So, I mean, people have been asking for like some updates to the achievements for a long time. I
think the last update we got was just them doing like the
rare achievement thing, which was
that
was during the Xbox One, right?
Yeah,
that's been a while. Yeah. See, I like this that they're having a bigger focus. I still say they need to have like, oh yeah, cool. I can highlight 100% completed games. I still want there to be like some kind of little symbol next to your little gamer card thing, whatever. That's like has a number next to it or number on it, like a medal if you want. It's like, oh, it has a 2, has a 3. This is how many games you've got all the achievements for. I want something like that, because like when you get all the trophies in PlayStation games, you get a platinum trophy, right? And I'm pretty positive there's something that shows like how many trophies you have, just straight up like that.
Yeah.
But it also just is like, hey, you have like 50 platinum trophies. So like that means you completed 50 games. Like, but as far as I unless there was an update at some point and I just never realized it, like Xbox has never had like you've completed like 100 games, 100% achievements. It doesn't have anything like that. So that's what for me, I want something where it's like, oh yeah, because like I don't know how many games I have 100% achievements in. I probably have like maybe a dozen or so games. But I want to be able to be like, look, I've completed this many games, and it shows up next to my gamer tag or whatever it is. Like I have 13 games completed or whatever it is. I don't know how many I'd have to look through it. I probably have more than that because I have a lot of arcade games. I also have some easy games too, but
like Avatar.
But like there's also those games like I mean, you and me have played them where it's just like they're like $5 and it's just like you just basically play the game for 5 minutes to get 1,000 gamer score. I don't care. I love achievements. I'm an achievement whore too. Not as big as this motherfucker, but yeah. You'll never see me play a Barbie game.
Well, I have one achievement in that for 25 gamer score, and I haven't played it without my kid, so it's not like it's not like I'm farming in that shit. I'm only 6K away, less than 6K away from 400K.
Damn. I think I'm like not even to 150 still.
Jesus, pussy.
Again, I'm not as big of an achievement whore as you are. Oh wait, no, never mind. What the fuck? When did I get to 245,000 gamer score? Jesus.
There you go.
That should show you how much I pay attention to my actual score. Which, like, that's the thing. Achievement score was cool and all, but like I think I would prefer. There's one thing that maybe Sony does right when it comes to the trophies achievement stuff is that I think the platinum trophies are a little bit cooler than just like straight up achievement score. Like, I don't know. That's just what I think. I would like for something like that, but I'm just glad they're doing something with achievements now. So, because it's been a long fucking time.
Yeah, I mean, and now if there's a dedicated team, like, I think we can anticipate having more stuff.
But yeah.
Hopefully.
We'll see. We'll see what more they add, but they are doing stuff, so. All right, man.
They're doing things and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about this Disney thing, and then we'll get into some Nintendo shit. But this one I love. So, Fortnite developer Epic Games, they're reportedly working on a new extraction shooter that would feature Disney characters, and supposedly it's set to launch later this year. And I hope it's exactly what it sounds like. Because Disney characters could just be like, oh, it's a Star Wars extraction shooter. Or whatever. Or a Marvel extraction shooter. No, I want fucking Mickey Mouse, Goofy, Disney princesses. I want that.
It'd be funny.
And you know why I think it would be hilarious too? That if they did do that, if they made an extraction shooter with the Disney IP and all that stuff, why it ends up becoming true is that, like, obviously we have Escape from Tarkov and Arc Raiders. Those are like the two biggest extraction shooters. This turns out to be true. This effectively kills Marathon.
Marathon's fucking dead anyway.
It's dead Marathon's dead anyway. I wanted us to talk about it, but I didn't add it. Like, apparently Marathon had a budget of $200 million. Even though its player base is dwindling, it's still not in any danger. Yeah, this probably puts it in danger if there's a Disney extraction shooter. Now, let's say it's like an actual just Star Wars extraction shooter. That still kills it. People will be like, oh shit, I get to play as, Luke Skywalker with a lightsaber and get some stuff and then get the fuck out. Like,
yeah.
And it's made by the people who made Fortnite. Like, oh yeah, I'll play that.
Mickey, and then one of the weapons you get is a lightsaber.
Oh,
imagine Mickey running around with a lightsaber.
Oh no! If they do that, it's over for Marathon. It is over. I think it's over for Marathon, regardless if this turns out to be true. But if they just straight up do like a Disney, like, oh yeah, you could play as fucking. Because yeah, that's the thing. Like, you're not gonna just have like obviously Star Wars characters or Disney characters and things like that. Like, Disney owns Marvel, so you'll probably be able to get like, oh look, it's like you said, it's Captain America with a lightsaber. You know, it just that kind of stuff is just that an extraction shooter like that. Again, that's gonna effectively kill Marathon, and so. But also at the same time, I'm like, what does a Disney extraction shooter look like if it is like that?
Yeah, I don't know. You're extracting stuff for Mickey's spaceship. I don't know.
Yeah, I just that's the one thing I'm just like I'm wondering what it would look like, because it almost doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like if it was like a full on Disney thing, like it doesn't work. The setting doesn't work, but if it turns out to be true, like clearly they made it work somehow. Like that you know, that IP or that many IP anyway. But yeah. I mean, if somebody would have told me 6, 7, 8 years ago, like, oh, they're gonna make they're gonna make a WB's gonna make a Smash Brothers clone with all their IP, I'd be like, how do you make that work? Like with all their IP, like I can see DC, but I can't really see. But you saw like Scooby Doo fighting Superman, or not Scooby Doo, Shaggy fighting Superman, and Game of Thrones, and
did he have Scooby Doo in there? Was he never added?
I don't think he was ever added.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. Again, I don't know, and it could be one of those things where it's just so wacky and zany that it works. So.
Yeah. The important part is
they to keep it afloat. Fucking Disney.
But the important part would be is that are they going to make it free to play? Because if they make it free to play, that probably makes it the top extraction shooter.
Yeah, and then with Mickey, like, oh, you want to buy the Steamboat Willie skin? Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. They'll like with Mickey alone, you could have like
skins with all of their IP. You have infinite skins that you could do.
Yep. All right. Let's talk about some Nintendo. Let's talk about this this Zelda stuff real quick. So I don't even think this was an actual like interview that he was doing. Oh yeah, he did it on Twitter. So I guess a former Majora, art director, the art director, I think it was, right? Yeah, he was the art director for Majora's Mask.
Mr. Art Director.
Yeah, Takaya Imamura. Yeah. He said on Twitter, like, if Link speaks in the upcoming live-action Legend of Zelda movie, that it would ruin something special about the game. It would basically ruin the series' magic. And he's talking about the video games.
Talk. Like, can you imagine if he just goes, ha, ha?
Well, so like, movie? I mean, no, honestly, maybe they may not make him talk, because there's been movies where the main character hasn't spoken. Have you ever seen
Yeah, but I mean, like, fucking Mario doesn't talk, and he talks in the Mario movies.
I mean, yeah, but like, Link not talking is like kind of core to his character, that he never speaks. Even though he actually does talk, he's just not talking. Because, like, characters will be like, wait, what happened? And then he's just like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, we got it. Like, so characters, like, respond to him and shit, but, like, I don't know.
He's basically doing like sign language and people here. Like you're like, oh yeah, totally.
But like, yeah, the thing is, you're saying like Mario never talks, but the thing is like he has a voice. Like he has an actual like
well, so people. Does Zelda, like
no. I'm not saying like a voice. I'm saying like a voice in people's head. Like this is what Mario sounds like because of Charles Martinet. Like, oh, it's a me, a Mario. Like people have. That's what Mario sounds like. Nobody has what Link actually sounds like. Yes, we have the like, but like he's been there's Kid Link, Toon Link, Adult Link. Like, there's not like an actual voice of what Link should sound like in people's head. At least not from what I've seen of people talking about it. So like, that's what I mean. It's more core to his character that he doesn't speak. Now, but the thing is, for years, I've said, I think he needs to speak. I think it's even more so, actually, though, that they made sure that it's core to his character that he doesn't speak. Because when they finally added voice acting in the Legend of Zelda games, he still didn't say anything. Like, all the other characters are talking, but he still doesn't speak. He speaks, yes, in that he's clearly speaking to characters, but we don't hear him say anything. And there's not even any like dialogue of like what he's saying. It's just him making movements. So Nintendo still banks on that like, well, he doesn't talk.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm not the biggest Legend of Zelda fan, so I'm like, if he talks, I'm like, I think it's going to be better for the movie, but
so,
I'm not.
I am obviously a huge Zelda fan. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time.
All I heard was I am huge.
Yeah. I have said for years now, he needs to talk. It made sense for him to not speak back when you could still, like, it was still just like, oh, you're just naming him. Like, are you going to name him Link or are you going to name him Shitface McGee or whatever? Now, no. Like, he, in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, you can't name him. He's just Link. He's clearly his own character. Give him a voice. Like, that's it. He needs to speak now. Like, he's been Link for years, yes, but as of the two latest 3D games, you don't even have the option to name him. So that's it. Like, he's not a surrogate for the player anymore. He's his own character that you're playing as. He's Link. So give him his voice. I don't think it would. Honestly, I don't think it would ruin the series' magic or whatever it is. I think it's just okay. He's got a voice now. That's it. Like, but as you're saying, like in the movie, like I think they could still. I think Nintendo.
I think you're like, I guess the hardcore gamers that are gonna go see it. It's kind of like, I guess, where do you see the balance? Like, are the hardcore gamers not gonna come see it if Link has a voice?
Well,
but I think the casual audiences aren't gonna like it.
You could be right, but like it's possible for movies to have a main character that never speaks. Like, there's this movie called Hardcore Henry that's all in first person. The main character never speaks once.
I know, but this one's not gonna be a first person.
I guess, what's the name of it? There's a Nicolas Cage movie from a few years back that's a Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff.
So I'm sure it's terrible.
No, it's actually a pretty fun movie. It's Nicolas Cage just being Nicolas Cage.
You want higher register there? So no.
Huh?
Yeah, it's actually a pretty fun movie.
No, it's actually a pretty fun movie. It's Nicolas Cage. Look at dude. Yeah, if you're enjoying, it's Nicolas Cage. Like it's Nicolas Cage schlock. If you like Nicolas Cage schlock, you would love this movie. I'm forgetting what the fucking name of the movie is, unfortunately. But it's basically Five Nights at Freddy's, where he's just Nicolas Cage killing Willy's Wonderland. My brother's telling me right now it's Willy's Wonderland. It's just Nicolas Cage killing animatronic robots. and he drinks this energy drink every so often, or soda, whatever it is, and he plays pinball throughout. But Nicolas Cage legitimately does not say a single fucking word in that movie, which is kind of crazy to think about because you got Nicolas Cage to be in your fucking Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff, and he just...
I just think it's... I just don't think it would translate well. Like, I don't know. Like you're saying, like, yeah, like, I don't know. Zelda comes out of the tower and it's like, thanks for saving me. And he's just like...
So maybe it doesn't work if they... Because, yeah, I'm assuming it would be more dramatic.
It's like, how would that... Like, that would be fucking weird. Like, thanks for saving me. Like, a big climactic thing. Kills Ganon or Ganondorf, whichever version they go. Or then he's just like...
Yeah, I know, but...
Like, in a game, that translates fine, but I feel like...
You know, and then, like, I'm thinking about it now. The two movies I'm talking about are action movies that are clearly meant to be not taken too seriously. Probably wouldn't work if they go with more dramatic shit for Legend of Zelda, so... We'll see what happens. I don't know. I think they need to... I think just let them have a voice, so... But I'm in the minority for that one. Because there's...
You are a minority.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm in the minority for that one. There's way too many people. There are way too many people.
You are a minority.
Okay. All right. Well, probably not in a few years. They're slowly fucking phasing your kind out.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's get rid of us.
I mean, you're part of it.
Whites are the scourge of society.
Oh my god, you're part of that phasing out.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Your kids are not 100% white.
You know, they're supermen. They're superheroes.
Wow.
What?
All right, let's talk about Nintendo.
But I didn't want to give my kids just white people stomachs.
Oh my god.
They're unrelated, but just like a quick story. Like, there's this one mom that, like, my wife's friends with. And, like, she's like, my kid ate a whole banana and, like, now is backed up. Like, your kid gets backed up from whole banana? Like, my son ate 2 whole bananas today, same age. He's shitting just fine. Like, what's wrong with your kid's stomach? You can't have a whole banana. Like, white people. Am I right?
White people. One of my favorite things there was like this commercial or something where it was a white guy, like, oh, he was supposed to eat something spicy and he's like, oh no, it's too spicy, and it turned out to be like ketchup or some shit, or so, I don't remember, but it's just like making fun of like white people can't have spicy stuff, which I think is hilarious.
I can. Not to toot my own horn, but I can handle spice.
You know what? There's one more thing to talk about before we talk about this Nintendo rumors story. So I guess Monolith Soft on their website, they were celebrating it's Legend of Zelda development team. So let me see. Well, yeah, the website doesn't divulge details on what they're working on, but it looks like they're working on a new Legend of Zelda game. Because yeah, they're celebrating they got a new Zelda team to be work. I think Nintendo owns Monolith Soft, so that would make sense if they're. But I don't know what kind of Zelda game they would be working on, because I think Monolith Soft. I want to say they work on like RPGs now. Let me. Yeah, they do the Xenoblade. Yeah, they do the Xenoblade Chronicles and all this stuff. So, I wonder if maybe. I mean, they've been, they have the Dynasty Warriors style game for Legend of Zelda, and then there's like that shooter Zelda, the on-rail shooter Zelda game.
Or what if they make Legend of Zelda in like the style of Xenoblade?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they're gonna have them work on, new 3D or not 3D, but like open world Zelda games. Like they want to keep that
Yeah, I mean,
going.
I guess they assisted on Skyward Sword
Yeah,
and Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. They did assist on in developing those. They assisted in Mario Kart World too.
that's kind of that's kind of crazy.
So it seems like they've been helping. So I mean, they could just be making the next, like maybe they're like, oh, we liked your work on
Or maybe,
Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Go ahead and make the next one.
or maybe yeah, like because I mean, if they those are that's what they're working on with Zelda games, and they're celebrating their internal Zelda team. Yeah, maybe this is a sign that the next mainline
Because
Zelda game is going to be like
it seems
Tears
like
and Breath.
most. I mean, they assisted on Pikmin 3 for the Wii U, Splatoon 2,
Their
Splatoon
support studio
3.
who can also make their own games. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but so it's like, yeah, they could be working on a bunch of shit. It's kind of weird, like you always hear about like the games people develop, but then when you like look at like stuff that they've also assisted on, it's like, damn, like
yeah. No,
make a
it's
bunch of other games.
like we were talking about. Fuck, what is the name? People Can Fly. Like
Yeah,
they're working on a something, right? Remember we talked about it some weeks back, how they're
yeah,
working with Xbox on something. I don't know if they were working or they're helping with development on E-Day or some shit like that, right? But like they've actually been helping with Gears of War since basically the second or third one.
yeah.
Um, so like I'm
And then
like,
yeah, Microsoft was like, oh yeah, go ahead and make Judgment. So I mean, this could be a situation like that where Nintendo's like, yeah, like I don't know. Do you guys maybe they went to Nintendo and pitched an idea and they're like, oh yeah, you've been doing great
well,
assisting us. Like, yeah, go ahead and,
like I
do it.
said, like I want to say they're actually owned by Nintendo, Monolith Soft. No, maybe not actually.
Yeah, I don't think
Doesn't
so.
look
I
like
think they
it.
just
They just work with Nintendo a lot.
yeah. I mean, Xenoblade only they're like mainly
No, no.
Xenoblade, right?
Here we go.
Only
No, I see it. Their parent company. Their parent company right now, Nintendo,
okay.
2007 to present. So yeah, they are currently owned by Nintendo. I wonder how they were able to keep working on. Well, I guess the Xenoblade Chronicles games are Nintendo exclusives, right? So maybe that's how they're able to keep.
Yeah, well maybe they bought maybe from Bandai Namco. Maybe they bought the IP from them.
No, yeah, the Xenoblade Chronicles is published by Nintendo, so
Yeah, so maybe they bought the IP, or like when they bought the company, like it was for the company and the IP. Who knows?
I really hope that's not actually the case that Nintendo owns that because that means they own the Xeno series. It means they own Xenogears.
It's probably why we've never seen it come out.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay. Well, that's we'll find out what that is in the future, what they're working on.
I mean, you won't, but I will.
All right. Let's talk about this last thing. Let's talk about Nintendo rumors, but not in how you're thinking. So now there's apparently a rumor or people leaking that Nintendo is supposedly actually creating fake rumors to identify leakers. So we've talked about some of their leaks recently, some of the rumored leaks and all this stuff.
That's the Kim Kardashian
Yeah.
thing where she
So
would give people fake names for her kid.
yeah. So recently we've had rumored leaks, or rumors of Nintendo stuff of a Luigi's Mansion movie in a new game, a new classic style Star Fox
But
game on Switch 2.
the Luigi's Mansion thing mainly came from Charlie Day just saying he wanted to do a movie.
Well, yeah. A Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake and a new 3D Mario game or whatever. These are all rumors that have come out within the last few weeks. But apparently, yeah, these are all part of that like campaign from Nintendo to try and figure out who's leaking their stuff. So now it calls into question of like, well, which one's actually coming out then? Is there actually going to be a Zelda? Is there actually going to be an Ocarina of Time remake? Are we actually going to get a new Star Fox game? Which would suck if that turns out like, oh, they were just trying to fucking find a leak or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, the new 3D Mario game, it's like you guys haven't released one in a long time, so that one feels true just because like
When did Mario Odyssey come out?
came out like it was launched Switch 1,
It was
so
like,
7, 8 years ago.
or the after, yeah, like the year after maybe.
Yeah, like
That was
pretty
a while
close. So
ago.
like yeah, like so 7, 8 years since you had like Odyssey. So like
It came out 2017. Yeah, it's been nearly 10 years.
yeah. So yeah, we're coming up on the 9 year anniversary of that. So it's like, yeah. I feel like that one's probably true. Um then the Star Fox one might not be true.
Which I'm like,
Uh,
damn, dude, don't do that to us.
I know, but I mean, the remake one actually might be the one that's not true because like, what's the last like big? Because they do like ports. I mean, because like obviously Wind Waker is now on Nintendo Online, but when was their last like? Have they ever done like a remake? You know, like a full like remake, not just like a remaster where it's on newer platforms.
No, yeah, like they've done a full remake of
Of
game.
which,
The Link's Awakening on Switch was
okay,
a
that's
full
what I was
on
trying. I was like,
remake.
I know there's some, but there's not that
In
many.
that,
I
like,
feel like,
obviously it's the same game, but like
yeah.
there's quality of life changes, like because like in the
But like
original,
the Metroid Prime, like I
it
would
was
say
just a
that's just a remaster,
remastering.
not a remake. So I feel like the remasters are like so maybe that being called a remaster or like the remake, because like I feel
Because
like that's viewed as a
even the
classic.
even the yeah, like the Zelda 3D, Ocarina of Time 3D and Majora's Mask 3D were not like full on remakes. They had some changes here
Yeah,
and there, and obviously they looked
it's
nicer,
like how
but
Wind
it's still
Waker.
essentially the same game.
Yeah, like Wind Waker. There's the quality of life of like the sailing.
Yeah, same thing.
You know,
Mostly it's just
but when they
remastering,
say
not
so,
full
maybe
on
the that
remakes.
word of like the remake is like yeah, I don't know. I could see as like, like an HD remaster, but I don't know if they would
As a
want to do a
full on
full ass
remake.
remake because it is viewed as such a classic. Like it's viewed as a timeless, like people have it either as the top game of all time or top five.
I mean, but the thing is, like, they're not adverse to doing remakes of Zelda games, and I'm not talking about just like the Link's Awakening, because I mean, famously, Breath of the Wild started off as a remake of the original game, and then it just became its own thing. So like, they're not averse to like, let's take this older game and just like redo it. And I understand that like, yeah, Ocarina of Time is a classic, but like, it's a Nintendo. I don't think they give a fuck about that. They're just like, if we want to remake a game, we don't care that it's people consider it classic. We're just gonna do it because we're gonna do it. They're Nintendo again. Something I've said numerous times. Nintendo marches to the beat of their own fucking drum. Like,
I know. And like yeah, and like I don't know, this whole like fake rumor thing is weird because like yeah, you'll probably find out like which studio is leaking stuff, which maybe you don't give them projects in the future to work on, but like if you have 200 people, like I just looked, I mean, like the staff of the studio we were just talking about, they have like 200 people. Like, so you'd be like, okay, well, there's one of 200 people is leaking something to this, reputable leaker. But then you still have to like narrow it down and then find out who it is. But then you like, so what? You're gonna have like Nintendo people reach out to,
yeah,
you know, the Twitter guy, and like he's not gonna like. I wouldn't if I was that guy. I wouldn't reveal my sources because I would want to keep those employees as resources. So you're just gonna know which studio is leaking stuff, and then punish them, I guess, for future stuff. Like not give them great projects, make them be support later on. I don't know. So after shit gets announced, I don't know.
Yeah,
I just don't get like. I mean, and maybe they have more of an end game on how to catch people, and
yeah, they probably have more like. We're
I
just
mean, I
looking
guess
at it.
I
Yeah,
guess you could see it if someone was stupid enough to fucking email from their company email and be like, "Oh yeah, hey guys, I'm too."
I just if somebody's leaking stuff, they're not doing it through their company email. I think that
Dude,
is a good
some
way to get
people are
caught.
stupid. I mean,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I mean, how many times have we seen people get caught
Yeah,
from just leaking? So, like, yes, it might not happen, but maybe that is Nintendo's thing of just like, okay, now we know we just need to do a company wide search on people's emails, at the Pokemon company. Who are the people that make Pokemon games? Like we need to search their computers and just see if they're emailing anybody like, oh hey Greg, good to talk to you last week. Just FYI, I'm working on the new Pokemon game. What up?
I don't know, but now, yeah, like everything again. The thing is, the thing that this does now is call into question like, fuck, what is real and what isn't, and
Yeah, because when's their next direct? They haven't announced
they
one,
haven't
right?
announced it. Yeah,
Okay, so probably we're not getting one until June.
yeah, we'll probably get something for like that like
And hopefully it's not
summertime.
just like a partner direct because those ones, I mean, are fine, but I want like a legit Nintendo because like I don't know, we need one like when's the Dust Bloods coming out? Like
I still
what else
want,
do you
yeah,
guys
I
like?
need
When
to
are
know when
you
that
guys?
game's
What
coming
else do
out.
you guys got up your sleeve? Because I'm sure there's other stuff that's coming out soon, or other stuff that they've announced. I'm just drawing a blank, but mainly
Yeah, I'm
Dust
drawing.
Blood. We need to know when the Dust Bloods is coming out. Like more details on that. Like how many person multiplayer is it? What's that gonna look like? Um, yeah. So and then yeah, what do you guys got for late 2026, early 2027? What do you guys got planned? You know, is it a new Pikmin game? Is it a new Luigi's Mansion? Is it that new 3D Mario Star Fox game? Like, what do you guys got?
Yeah, but again, too, like I just hope that like I guess the main one too is I hope the Star Fox. I hope the Star Fox one is actually real. Like whatever with the you know a Zelda an Ocarina of Time remake would be kind of cool, whatever. But we need a new Star Fox game, man.
Yeah, and maybe they try to, and yeah, I don't know, and maybe they're gonna try to delay that Legend of Zelda if they are doing a remaster, remake, or whatever, and said maybe time it up more when the movie comes out to build up hype. That's what I
Yeah,
would do.
yeah,
But
yeah. No. All right. I think we got enough on that, right?
so
All right. I don't. Unless you have anything else you want to add to just in general.
I hate you.
Well, that's something else. All right. So that was episode 94. As per usual, you like the conversations we have, you like what I do on this channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I've been your host, Everett. Devin.
See you later. If anybody wants to send any well wishes to my dog, he'll be having surgery. Not, I mean, I'll say it again next week, but if anyone wants to say any well wishes to him before his surgery, I
At,
wouldn't say any.
well, shit, what, at Devin, your Twitter handle.
I don't know. Something like that.
I'm saying, like, they could send it to you on Twitter.
You could. Or I can just put it in the comments of the YouTube video.
Do that. Send them in the Send well wishes in the comments of the YouTube video.
Exactly. Yeah, just comment in there for the algorithm.
For the algorithm. For the algorithm,
I'll say at the
man.
beginning of the next episode. So that'll be at the beginning. Yeah. He won't have his surgery by then. But then yeah, later videos I'll have like him and he'll be in a crate like over here on the ground.
Just like
He'll probably be fucking high as shit.
So. Probably.
He'll be living on cloud 9. We'll just be over here, and he'll just be like, "Dude, this is fucking sweet."
He's like, "You got any more of them drugs, homie? You got any more of them drugs?"
Drugs are bad, okay?
Yeah. All right. Man, that's dogs and drugs. It'll never not be funny. All right, and until next time, we'll catch you later.